Alright, so I've been wanting to do an evening video for a while now. I don't know if it's going to work the way I want it to. Oh, nope, I saw one. So, the nice thing about not being super OCD about my garden and my yard, which granted it is way too weedy right now because we're trying to get the clover to go to seed so it spreads faster. But look at all these fireflies I have. Try not to move the camera too fast so we can see them when they light up. But you don't get this in a perfectly manicured, monocultured grass yard. And this is the point. Now, I haven't been out here in a week because I got sick and I was in the ER on Saturday and I still feel like shit. But I'm trying to water stuff right now, so I wanted to do an evening video, not only to highlight the fireflies, but also just kind of to expound on my lazy gardening technique comment that I made in the last video, because it dawned on me that I forgot to elaborate on that, so we're going to do that tonight. For start, I still haven't done a damn thing about the thyme, which, you know, story of my life last year too. I'm going to have to, though, because otherwise my little white sage is not going to be able to make it. On a plus note, the valerian is actually doing fantastic, and I went ahead and trimmed up my sage a little bit. I keep forgetting to tie the salvia up. Dill's doing great. I don't think the horehound ever came up. I need to double check that, but I do have some neat mushrooms down there apparently. That's kind of cool. Deadheaded all of this a while ago. Borage is going to seed, and chives I probably need to attend to at some point. Let's see, still haven't got the catnip, but the lambsir and the echinaceas that had gotten chewed on by the bunny have rebounded and are doing great, so yay. Lots of catnip that I need to deadhead and clean up. Cosmos look like they're getting ready to bloom. I haven't deadheaded anything except for the bee balm so far tonight because look at all those fireflies. Love it. There were a lot of bees out here still pollinating stuff when I first came out, so I didn't want to disturb them, and I'll just do it tomorrow, like in the wee hours of the morning when they haven't come out yet. Sorry, my shit water going out here. My squash plants look amazing, but the little baby squash that I thought I saw isn't here, so sad pandas. Don't really know why. But guess what I did find? The Japanese beetles have made their appearance. And they haven't decimated my grapevine like last year, but they have definitely made themselves known. So tomorrow I'm going to get my neat little sprayer out that I bought specifically for these little fuckers. And I'm going to spray diatomaceous earth all over them. But only on the things that are not blooming. Because if you spray them on the things that are blooming, you could actually harm the pollinators as well. And that is very obviously not the goal here. So, sorry, we're kind of sporadically walking around. Oops. Well, I guess we're not because I gotta get my hose. So, these tomatoes are doing well. This one's still being persnickety about staying in the trellis like I want it to. So I'm gonna come out here with some yarn tomorrow and just tie everything up and rewind them and stuff. But they're doing great. They're growing great. I've already got buds on them. Because they're indeterminate, I will allow them to keep flowering because they'll keep flowering regardless. I've already got tomatoes on all of my micro tomatoes, so they're happy. My basil has grown significantly. I need to deadhead this one. My lemon basil wants a drink, but it'll get one soon enough. I'm drinking my shadow out of this. But all of these micro tomatoes are doing fantastic. So, like, yay to that. I'm hoping to maybe try to do some crossbreeding with them this year and come up with some fun new species, but we'll see. All of these tomatoes are doing great. Basil's doing great. Super happy. I love basil. Even the one I thought was gonna die is doing great. It'll be a runt, but we'll just see what happens. Why not? Lettuce leaf basil, super happy now, which makes me happy because I love that stuff. Hey, little bitty plant with tomatoes. I love micro tomatoes. They're so amusing. Let's see. I need to do my hose real quick. Alright, hose has been replaced. So, peppers are super thirsty. Like they're actually flopping over. I feel bad. But they're going to get tons of water tonight, and I already have peppers forming on some of these. It's going to be kind of hard to see because it's getting dark, but I gave my cute little purple ones. I'll do a video in the morning if I'm feeling up to it to highlight some of this stuff. Ahi, my poblanos are growing great. Still look a little wimpy, but you know what? They're thirsty. It's all good. Eggplants are starting to catch up, but the flea beetles are also not being nice, so I'll end up spraying those tomorrow too. The two that are hiding in my tomatillos are actually doing really well. So, there we go. Oh, hey, look at that. Brightened it up a little bit. Tomatillas are also doing really well. Apparently, this is the direction they like to face. I don't know. Either way, I'm super happy because the first time I tried growing tomatillas, it didn't work well. None of them actually ended up producing, so it really sucked. Yeah, we're gonna stay on that. Let's see. Did tomatoes, did the catnip, did the squash over there. Onions and a bunch of onions and leeks I haven't really messed with, but they're growing and they're doing well. Some of these still going to seed like last time. I haven't thinned them, I haven't trimmed them. Unfortunately, some of them got a little too dehydrated. But, you know, that is gardening. You don't win everything. I'm still going to have a ton of seeds to harvest, so I can plant these again for as long as I want. So, let's see. Talked about that doing well. Talked about those doing well. Fence row's doing well. Can't really see it, but everything is surviving. And the gooseberries are being attacked by the Japanese beetles, so I will have to spray them as well. But, you know, I harvested them weeks ago, so that's not a big deal. And then that echinacea is looking fantastic. I have elderberries all over the bushes, so that is fantastic. I don't have as many grapes. It looks like some of the clusters might have gotten eaten, which sucks. But like this elderberry, as I move my hose, damn it all. Is covered. So I'm glad I have people that want elderberries this year because I cannot use all of those. But yeah, so this is a week of not being in my garden. The lazy gardening side of things is that I don't have a metric ton of weeds to pull. I don't know if you could really tell since it's dark. But other than the occasional oak trees because of the squirrels, I don't really have to do too much for weeding. This bed got bindweed stuck in it somehow, which it had to be a bird that spread the seed. And I'm still trying to finish getting rid of it. I think I might have finally been successful because you have to pull it up like roots and all. But other than that, I don't really get weeds, and it's because I use newspaper. And I do my soil amendments and everything, and then I do a layer of newspaper around my plants after I transplant them, and then I do the straw over the top. And I've been doing it for 3 or 4 years now. At least 3. And it works wonders. Like, I have to redo it like every 2 years or so. I still need to harvest all those peas. I haven't done that yet. But they all dried out on the vine, so hell yeah. But yeah, like I hardly have to do any weeding. The only weird things is the lettuce that grew up with the onions, and then there's a radish over there too that I wasn't expecting. But those are seeds I planted last year, so at least they're not weeds, right? So yeah, evening view. I love it. I love my fireflies. I do need to get my husband to mow the yard because I've been hounding him for the last few days. But you know what? I'm digging the little show I'm getting from it, so I'll look at the bright side.